In 1996, a youthful Cletus Kasady observes powerlessly as his affection, Francis Barrison, who has the capacity of sound control, is detracted from St. Estes Home for Undesirable Youngsters to the Ravencroft Foundation. On the way, she utilizes her sonic shout powers to get away and assaults youthful cop Patrick Mulligan. He shoots Barrison in the eye and experiences a physical issue to his ear because of her shout. Unbeknownst to Mulligan, who accepts he killed her, Barrison is taken to the office, which is solidified against her powers. In the current day, Mulligan, presently an investigator, contacts Eddie Brock to address Kasady, a chronic executioner who won't converse with anybody other than Brock following their meeting a year prior. N1, after the visit, Toxin, Eddie's symbiote, can sort out where Kasady has stowed away the collection of casualties, which gives Brock a gigantic vocation support. Brock is then reached by his ex-life partner in Wang, who lets him know that she is presently connected with Dr. Dan Lewis, causing Venom a deep sense of disappointment. Kasady, who was viewed as at real fault for his wrongdoings and prior condemned to death by deadly infusion, welcomes Brock over to San Quentin State Jail, where Kasady is kept waiting for capital punishment to go to his execution. Notwithstanding, Toxin is incited to go after Kasady through affronts towards Brock. Kasady nibbles Brock's hand, ingesting a little piece of the symbiote. Back home, Toxin, needing more opportunity to eat terrible individuals, has a contention with Brock, and the two wind up battling until the symbiote segregates from his body. They go their various ways. Kasady's execution fizzles when a red symbiote arises and obstructs the infusion. It presents himself as butchery and goes on a brutal frenzy through the jail, liberating prisoners and killing watchmen. Kasady and Savagery then, at that point, make an arrangement. Slaughter will assist Kasady with breaking out Barrison from Ravencroft, and Kasady will assist him with killing Brock and Toxin. Mulligan calls Brock and cautions him about the circumstance. In Ravencroft, Kasady liberates Barrison, and they travel to their old kid's home to torch it. Mulligan, dubious of Brock because of his communications with Kasady before bloodletting arose, takes Brock to the police headquarters. Brock will not respond to Mulligan's inquiries and contacts Wang as his attorney. Brock uncovers that Toxin has isolated from him and requirements the symbiote to battle Slaughter together. As Toxin clears his path through San Francisco by jumping from one body to another, Wang finds and persuades him to pardon Brock. She bonds with Toxin and breaks Brock out of the police headquarters. Brock and Toxin offer to set things straight and bond once more. Kasady kidnaps Mulligan, and Barrison catches Wang in the wake of neglecting to track down Brock. Barrison gives Lewis data on Wang's whereabouts, and he gives it to Brock. Kasady and Barrison plan to get hitched at a church, where Toxin shows up and battles Slaughter. Barrison apparently kills Mulligan by draping him onto a chain. Toxin stands his ground against his generate, yet he is ultimately overwhelmed mercilessly via butchery, and the last option chooses to kill Wang on the Basilica. Toxin figures out how to safeguard Wang in time and incites Barrison to utilize her powers once more. Her sonic impact causes both symbiotes to isolate from their hosts as the House of Prayer breakdowns and a falling ringer kills Barrison. Toxin saves Brock by holding with him before the effect. Massacre attempts to bond with Kasady once more, yet Toxin gobbles up the symbiote, killing it. Kasady expresses that he simply needed to be Brock's companion, however Toxin chomps Kasady's head off. While Brock, Toxin, Wang, and Lewis escape, and as yet living Mulligan's eyes streak blue. Brock and Toxin choose to get away while they consider their subsequent stages.